Hello. It's been a while since I've made a video and posted on this channel. So I figured I really didn't have any drug videos that I wanted to post on this channel until now. For those of you that know me or watch a lot of my videos, I'm a heavy drinker, and I've been a pretty serious drinker for about 10 years. I've been a heavy drinker, for like 5 years, like full-blown alcoholic drunk. And well, I recently quit drinking. I'm only 5-6 days into it, so I'm not going to be like, oh, I kicked the habit. No, that's not it at all. But I just got to the point where I was just so tired of like waking up hungover all the time. When I wake up, I puke for the first thing. I never puke when I drink. I only puke after the fact, and then I get like the shakes and stuff. Cold sweats. I mean, it got pretty bad over the last, I'd say, 6 months, to the point where I was just like, fuck it, no more. And I wish I was one of those people that could like be social drinkers and like drink in moderation, here and there, to take it or leave it, or even somebody that'll just buy a 6-pack of beer or a quart of beer or whatever, bottle of wine at the end of the day, and it's limited to that. My problem is once I have any alcohol, then I really like it. So I can't just have a couple beers. Like once I have a couple beers, I want to keep drinking until I'm fucking passed out drunk. That becomes a problem after a while. It's disruptive, not only emotionally, because it does make you depressed, although at the time, see, here's a catch-22 with alcohol. And I'm not talking about like people that just binge drink once in a while, or people that can moderate their drinking and just have a few drinks. I'm talking about when you're in full-blown stage of alcoholism. Problem is you wake up sick every day, and you're depressed. You have physical symptoms like shakes and stuff like that. The problem with that is the only way to make that go away is to keep drinking. Like, you'll feel like fucking a bag of smashed assholes until you get a few drinks in you, and then all that goes away. The depression goes away, the shakes go away, and so it's a vicious cycle. Like I said, there's two things you can do. You can keep drinking, which is what I've done for 5 years, every day. Otherwise, you'll get anxiety and get sick. Or two, you can quit. And the scary part about quitting is this: it's not just the anxiety and the craving that you have to fight. It's the detox of alcohol. That usually takes 3 days to a week. Like, I still actually am detoxing, but the brunt of it, the hard part is over. The detox is pretty bad. In fact, in rehabs, they subscribe anti-seizure medications to alcoholics, and benzos like rilazepam and stuff like that, to calm the anxiety. Where's it going with this? Oh yeah, the detoxes are bad. They're basically the same symptoms as you get the shakes, but there's a couple. Like, you'll feel like you're running a fever, but you won't have cold and hot flashes. You'll kind of lose your balance. There's a couple other interesting symptoms that I wasn't aware of, but I looked it up, and it's not too uncommon. Hallucinations, both audio and visual hallucinations, and that kind of tripped me out. But I realized that that's what it was probably from. But yeah, I would like hear shit. Not necessarily, there would be voices, but I couldn't quite tell what they were saying. Or I'd hear like sounds like outside the window, or I'd be playing like my little phone, playing some music, and the speakers on this side, but it sounded like it was coming from behind me. It was just weird stuff like that. And the hallucinations were like they're kind of like flashes, like light flashes, and little stripes, little light stripes that kind of run across the screen, or not screen, but your eyes. Um, trying to think of what else. That's the majority of it. But yeah, the hallucinations kind of trip me out. I'm no stranger to hallucinogens, so I wasn't worried. And yeah, this is really all I got to say. I'm not going to say I'm never going to drink again, and all I'm concerned about is getting off the booze. I'm still going to smoke pot. I'm still going to occasionally do some pills. Still going to occasionally maybe do a line of coke. That's about it. I mean, I'm getting old. I can't afford to fuck around anymore. I mean, I fucked around up until now. So I'm going to try to dial back as best as I can. I'm not going to be one of those preachy guys like, oh, alcohol ruined my life, and oh, you can't touch alcohol. Yeah, you can. If you can't moderate it, then you need to quit. And I think what I'm going to do is like just go several months without drinking and then try it again. I know that sounds bad, but I've met a lot of alcoholics that once they go several months, then they can now drink occasionally, socially. I may or may not do that. I don't know, but I'm not going to say I'm going to quit forever, but I'm going to give it my best, and I may fail as I have every time before, but I'm going to give it my best this time and see what happens, because the quality of life between you being an alcoholic and you not being an alcoholic is dramatic, you know. So, wish me luck. See you guys later.